women can do what they like now. I was watching a show the other night called Sex Box. Very good show. And there was a very nice young girl on there, and she said to the presenter, I love cock. She said, I like a big cock as well. And I quite like a pounding from a big cock. I thought the world has definitely changed in my time. That's got to be a funny old walk into work in the morning, isn't it? I saw you on the telly last night, Trace. You came across lovely, you did. You came across lovely. Your hair looked nice. Did your mum and dad watch it? Did your mum and dad watch it? They've asked me to go on the TV quite a lot. I've turned quite a lot of shows down. Here's a few. Would I like to go on I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here? I said I'd rather eat my own shit. They said you'll walk it, son. You will walk it. That's the attitude we're looking for. Come on, eat the fucking shit, lad. Eat the fucking shit. I can do Northern. Would I like to go on a show called Who Do You Think You Are? I said that sounds like the start of a fight where I come from. You hear that in the boozy, you back off, didn't you? Every Friday night about 10:30, regular as clockwork. Who do you think you are? Who do you fucking think you are? I'll come over there! Always fascinated me how long it took an 18-stone man to get across a boozer. With his little 8-stone girlfriend holding him back. No, Terry, you'll kill him! Don't fucking hold me back! Well, hold me back a little bit. Don't hold me back! Would I like to go on the Great British Bake Off? I said, oh, fuck off, will ya? I look like a man who wants to bake a cake. You catch yourself watching it, don't you? You think, fuck it, I'm watching a bakery programme. And so you go, what am I doing? But there's only another bakery programme on the telly. Well, turn it over then. Oh, no, let's not be too hasty. Yeah, this fella gets on. Bernard's sponge has sunk in the middle. He's opened the oven door too many times, I reckon. Very common. And I go to bed and I get up about 6ish, so I watch the chase, you know, great. And then now it's time for the evening, you know. My wife and I made all sorts of promises to ourselves that on my year off we were going to go to theatres and galleries and do all this stuff. We didn't. We watched the telly. We like a bit of telly indoors. We're not ashamed of it. People are pompous and they go, oh, I haven't got a TV. I always go, no, I ain't got any books. Yeah, like that, all those words and ideas strung together to create stories and theories. Fuck that for a laugh. Put the telly on. We've got 3 levels of viewing in our house. We've got a family viewing, Bake Off, X Factor, that sort of stuff. There's my stuff, which I shall be watching later, once she's got to bed. All the quality gear. Sexcetera. Parking Wars. Can't pay, we'll take it away. Oi, oi! Anything where it might kick off. And then we've got what we call our shows. They're few and far between. These are shows that my wife and I can enjoy as a couple. They come up very, very rarely. And if me and my wife see one, I say, babe, our show, our show. And she goes, yeah, our show, our show. And we give each other a high five and we agree we're going to watch this show as a couple, never individually. This is a lovely agreement to make, but it does mean that it can be years before I get through a box set, because she goes to bed at 8:30. She stands up in the middle of an episode. I've got to go to bed, babe. I'm absolutely shattered, she says. Absolutely shattered. Now, you younger men have probably got girlfriends who'll stay up quite late, 11 o'clock, things like that, you know, like 3 episodes. You're going to get married and have children. She's going to go back to work. You're going to get a lot of this. About 8:30 you get, oh, I've got to go to bed, babe. I'm absolutely shattered. You must never say at that point, why is that then? Why are you so tired, babe? It's because most people who work in service stations at the moment are addicted to crystal meth. They are addicted to meth. It's mad, isn't it? I know you're going, fucking hell, I never knew about that, bruv. It's because of the isolation and the dislocation, they don't feel part of mainstream society. They're very vulnerable to dealers. It was on the One show the other night. She came out, she said, coming up next to report, there, about addiction to crystal meth in a service station at the moment. I know, it's uncanny, isn't it? You're thinking, how does he do it? How did you just lock into accents like that? Bosh, he's straight in. Because we had the little boy, right? And, you know, I've done a lot of childcare with him. And it's quite hard, the childcare, because my wife's very middle class. He's quite an organic little boy. You know, everything's checked and double-checked. So she goes out, she goes, there's some activities on the side. And I've left him some organic raisins. Oh, lovely. Well done. We'll crack on with that. And when she goes out, I say to him, go and get yourself 2 fingers of Kit Kat and a little glass of orange juice. I say, don't water it down. When he comes back, we put on ITV4 and we watch On the Buses together. Because I want him to know where he comes from. He loves it. He loves a bit of On the Buses. But he's got no concept of dishonesty. So I say to him after, don't say nothing to Mummy about the bus programme and the Kit Kat and that. And he goes, no, I won't say nothing, Dad. He's walked in the kitchen the other day. Bold as brass, walked in the kitchen. Looked at the wife. Get a bus out, Mum, get a bus out. They said it couldn't happen, people. They said a comedian could not get a laugh from Blakey in 2011. You saw it here, people. You were part of history. Got to keep him alive, Blakey. A show my wife and I found that we thoroughly enjoy is called First Dates. It's a really nice show for couples. You can watch it all coupled up. It's lovely. Glass of wine, lovely. So there was an elderly couple on there, very elderly couple, probably 70, 80 years of age. My wife's had nearly a whole bottle of wine now, but she's left a little bit in the bottom, so she's not got a problem. I go and open another one. She says, we're not drinking all that. I said, oh no, you're going to bed and I'm going to finish it off. You know the rules, sister, you know the rules. She stopped the thing, she said, here's a question for you. Here's a question for you. How old's the oldest lady you think you could have sex with? So I had a little think about it. I said, 80, I reckon. No, not 80. I based this on what I call the Mary Berry effect. There's not a man in this room who ain't watched Bake Off and thought, I don't know. There's something about Mary. She's a sexy little thing. I have this fantasy of meeting her one night and going home and having mad, mature sex. And we wake up in the morning all in bits and she looks across and goes, I'm going to bake you a cake. I think you'd either gone to heaven, wouldn't you? Hour later she comes in, Victoria sponge, baby doll nighty. She's got one tit resting on it. See anything you like, Tubbsy? On the dating scene, you look very sophisticated, madam, if you don't mind me saying. You look very... my cup of tea, you are. You look a bit posh and a bit dirty. Best combo in the business. No, you don't look posh. That was a cheap shot. Cheap shot. You look very sophisticated, madam. Have you got an education, if you don't mind me asking? No, how far did you get in your education, if you don't mind?
Boots.
Boots? Okay. How high up are you in boots? Consultant? See, I told you look like quality. You're not on the shopping. What do you want? Now you ain't got none. Fuck off. You're in the back room. Talking about what boots can sell. Consulting people. I've been consulted myself. Very pressurised. Because it all changed when I went back out on the dating scene. The pack of a band, no longer required. All you had to do was listen. By the mid-90s, women wanted to be listened to, and you had to listen. You had to have a listening face. But women will exploit your listening face if you get too good at it. Because they have these little break-off conversations, little branch-offs, because you're just trying to stay focused, you're listening. And suddenly she says, oh, you know, Claudia, in work, she's having real problems with her line manager at the moment. And you're like, in what world? In what realm of fantasy did you think I would have any interest in your friends' problems at work with a line manager? What do you want from me here? What am I bringing to the table, sister? I don't... Is it anger you're looking for? Oh, you're joking! Those line managers, you want me to go down there and sort it out? Don't get involved, she's gone to a tribunal. And women didn't have to worry about their reputation as much then, thank the Lord, that's all changed. If they fancy you, they'll say, look, shut up, take me home, I'm going to sleep with you, relax yourself. And you go home and you sleep with it, it's fantastic. You wake up in the morning, you're a bit dishevelled, it's all happened a bit quick. Plus, the worst thing has happened of all, though, you know, because you've forgotten her name in the hurrah. And I'm a bit old-fashioned. I think if you chomped on someone's carpet, you should remember their name, you know what I mean? Call me old-fashioned. So I want to show a bit of respect, so I creep downstairs, look through the post. Crafty Cockney. The Cockney's very crafty. There used to be a dart player, Eric Bristow, used to call himself the Crafty Cockney. And I used to look at this and think, well, how crafty can you actually be as a dart player? Did he try and get away with throwing 4 darts or something? A 240! Hold on a minute, Eric. Clues in the name, clues in the name. So, looking through the posts, see if we can find her name here. Oh, I can't call her the occupier. That would be a bit cold, wouldn't it? Walk back in the morning, morning occupier! Damn good show last night, old girl. But I'm still a bit old school. If I've slept with someone, I think it's entitled to go out in the week, maybe. After work, you don't want to wreck your weekend. After work, safe, innit? Pizza Express, not the hut. Women don't like the hut on the first date. Not enough glamour for them. Got to be express, marbling table, flower. Suddenly she's thinking, this guy's okay. I think he's potential boyfriend, this one. But I did shag him a bit lively. Better clear it up. So halfway through the 4 seasons, you get, listen, don't normally sleep with men as quickly as I happen to have slept with you. And I'm like, relax, homeowner. Relax. I don't always shout out during sex. You love it, you slag, you love it. Let's just say you've got off to a bit of a shaky start. Let's have another bruschetta. That's a disappointment, I know, isn't it? The bruschetta. I ordered one the other day. It's a bruschetta, mate. Oh, my friend, it's a bruschetta. I said, it's £8.50 for tomato on toast. Now fucking go and get it.